plenty of parking on the A591 north of Ambleside and Grasmere. We're going to take this track here. The A591, there's plenty of parking and laybys. There's parking at the bottom here. I've parked over there in front of these houses, and there's another big lay-by just further down. Yeah, there's plenty of parking. In the morning, I'm going to come down Sticks Pass, which is there actually, down there in the morning, if you can see it. Back to the car. Boom. Hi Rigg. Good morning and welcome to a lovely day in the Lake District. I'm out on my own, solo, for a wild camp. I'm going to bag hopefully 4 wainwrights on the way. This first one here being High Rigg. If you can see behind me, you've got Skiddaw over my right shoulder and Blencathra over my left, but we're not doing them today. We are doing, spin you round, the mighty Clough Head, and we're gonna do Great Dodd and Watson Dodd. Hopefully that's the plan, but it's over 4,000 feet of elevation and about 9.5 miles of distance, so that's quite a lot to do. But we've got the day for it. It's absolutely stunning. I think I might have to take another layer off actually. But this is a stunning view from here. Showing you down into the valley. So I need to make my way down here somewhere, across one of these footbridges, and over that way, and up and over. A lot to do. So I had planned to walk through the fields, but it's taken me 2 hours just to do that, so I'm gonna just pick a bit more pace up on the proper lane. It's a bit quicker. So just coming down off that road, hang a right and take a left on that road, and that should take you onto the Old Coach Road trail. This is where the hard work starts. I've warmed up on that little one. Now I've got some proper work to do. Can't beat a good wild camping spot. Camping up there. What a cracking day I've got. I can't believe it. After the last 2 camps I've had. The first one with a clag, and then the same with the second one, but not as bad. But this is just glorious. So that's where we've come from. High Rigg, the Wainwright. And walk down the north side. See that little white dot? That's the I think that's the chapel, is it? And then follow the road to the farm, and then the track. Stopped and taken a layer off. Sweating. I've come to a section now on the Old Coach Road. I'm going to veer off and go straight up, and this is going to be brutal. I'll show you. If you can see for the sun, I'm going to veer off here all the way up there. It's going to be brutal. That was brutal. Done it now. It's 30-40 minutes of slog and then you've done it. That's the majority of the hard work done today. Not like tiny ants down there. Yeah, all the fun bit now, all the good bit. Ooh. Yeah, it was a slog. But no pain, no gain. Boom. Clough Head. At last. Yeah, you could camp up here if you wanted. Lots of flat spots, cracking views. No water mind. That's why this pack's so heavy. I've had to carry it up. And I would guess you need about 3 litres. Perhaps more in hot weather. So I think that might be great. Dodd we're off to next. I'll have to just double check. It's not a wainwright that. Clough Head pike or something. I'll put it up. But it's where I'm going to stop for lunch. Most definitely. Let's pick a spot. I think here would do. I'm going to put some more layers back on anyway. Great Dodd in the bag, boom. I don't know if this is the wainwright or the shelter over there, but I'll do the usual, just bag everything. The ground's rock hard up here and I brought Eastern pegs, so that might be a can't bash them in, break them. That is Watson Dodd. That's the destination. I didn't realise it was lower than Great Dodd. We've got Stybarrow that we camped on last time. And Hartside, the one that caused me all the problem. And I camped on Whiteside, which is probably about in the middle. In the Clough. We couldn't see anything, no views whatsoever. Yeah, I've got a lot more layers back on now. Now all the hard graph's done. Yeah, I'm a bit earlier than I thought. And it's pointless carrying on to Stybarrow because I've done that, camped on it. Ah well. Never mind. Well, the last one of 4. Boom. Get in, Watson Dodd. And home for the night, I think, but it's early. Oh, and it's rocky. Oh, I'm going to have to find somewhere less rocky. Brought the wrong pegs. Oops. Change of plan. I'm not camping on Watson Dodd or Watson's Dodd. Watson's, one of them. Too early, and there's a lot of people about still, so I've come up to Stybarrow where me and Carl camped in the snow. It's a much larger summit. It's still too early to pitch, but I can hang about up here and then nearer the time I hide myself away somewhere out of the way, and it's higher, so the views are bigger, so to speak. So I've come from Watson Dodd, which is over there. So you've got Great Dodd and Watson Dodd, and I've come up here. Oh. Cheers. Yeah, they go cold very quick in these. But like I said, I want it to be as light as possible. I knew I had a long way to walk today, but I've smashed it. So I've done an extra mile. So that'll be, what did I say I'd done? 8.6. So I've done 9.5 mile. Yeah. I'm just resting my eyes, honest. Right, I'm all set up. I waited till I thought the last person had been and gone, but they'll still keep coming when it's dark. I can see two people way out in the distance, and they're probably due in another hour's time. Well, it won't be much after that before I'm getting a sunset, and I want it to be all set up ready so I can well, watch the sunset. This is all part of it. So I've kept away from the cairn, the Wainwright cairn, because I don't want to, you know, people take pictures. I don't want to spoil that for them. So I'm on a bit of a slope actually, just so I could get my door in the right position out of the wind. But yeah, I'll put up with a bit of a slope if I got the perfect view. And I wanted to go as light as I could, bearing in mind it's still winter really. So I have got a 4-season tent still, and it's the lighter one of the 2 4-season tents. It's the Actor. I've also brought a quilt, the Chorus, Thermarest Chorus. It says -6. No, never in a day. That's -6. I think +2 or 3, and it's not so bad. So I'm boosting that with some Nature Hike little booties, yeah, and some down pants. They're the Rab ones, and a down jacket. If it's cold, I'll sleep in. If it's cold, I'll sleep in this. I've also brought a clean set of merino wool base layers and socks, so I'm not damp. So all that'll go on soon, so I'll stay clean and fresh. I've got my food bag, all the other bits and bobs that's not food. My sunglasses are in there, first aid kit, some cables, all the electronics are in that one. Got the chargers, got my water, got my wine, rubbish bag, my stove. So yeah, all set up. The usual Xped R5 mat. Yeah, I can see me sliding right out of this tent. Yeah, 2 people right on Watson Dodd. Probably taking about half an hour to get here. Right, so I'm hoping for a lovely sunset. Which we should get in about an hour. Yeah, that's the temperature at the minute. +3. Forecast is for -2, and then you've got the wind chill on that, which I think they said -5, but I won't be out in the wind. So the quilt inside the tent won't be -2, it'll be above 0, so hopefully I should be alright with me wool base layer and the down trousers. I should be fine. So yeah, time to, I'm going to get changed, get all the dirty damp gear off and get my my dry clean base layers on. Seed to summit meal, 300 mils. I'll try and put the exact amount in. Yeah, 1 rations with the water. That's the only downside to some of these fells, is there's no water on some of them. Right, let's get that on the go. I write on what level you fill to and the amount of water, because it's minuscule. When I say minute, but it's minuscule. And then you've got to find that oxygen absorber inside. Sometimes you get lucky and it's at the top, and other days it's at the bottom. There we go. Got you. Right, I shall have this, and then just wait for the sunset and enjoy. Temperature's dropping. It'll go to -2 tonight. Easy. Like I said, it was -3 in the car this morning. There you go. I think I've said before, it tastes alright, this one. It's not bad at all. Not a soul about now. I've had my tea, maybe posh dinner. These are really good. I think these are, you get them Tesco Asda's, like 40 pence each or something. Yeah. And one of them, dessert. I love coming camping because I get to eat rubbish like that, which I don't normally eat at home. But you deserve it and you work it off, so why not? Come on, boil. I might put a drop of whiskey in as well, actually. I've got a tiny bit. Right. Lovely. Then we're going to do this now, again. Great for sticking all your rubbish in them and sealing it up. Right. Keeps it warm a little bit longer. Not much. Not enough. Right, I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, yeah. A little bit of whiskey. More actually. In fact, give that a good stir. So a taste test. Oh wow, that's good. I think I've pitched on a real bad slope and a bumpy bit, but I am. Yeah, that was absolutely brilliant. Makes it worthwhile when you get something like that. What an amazing sunset. And it's gone down to pretty much -3. Let's get the... oh. Yeah, you see it, if it's not all washed out. -3.2. And I would imagine it's going to get colder than that. And I brought me summer quilt. Oh dear. Yeah, don't know why I'm laughing, because I could end up getting no sleep whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna charge things up and hopefully try and see if I can get some star shots. Wow, what an amazing day. -4. And using his quilt. Oh dear. -4. Oh, it could get to -5. Oh my word. What have I done? Oh, even my wine's freezing up. I can't seem to get the camera to take any decent pictures. It's something I'm going to have to look into. I've tried on my phone as well and they're a bit rubbish. I might put 1 or 2 up, but just for some reason I'm struggling just to take some decent pictures. So just a short walk back down tomorrow now, probably 1.5 miles, something like that. Shouldn't take me too long. Back to the car and seek out a bacon butty and a brew on the way back, I think. Enough waffling, I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to pour some water in my pot tonight to make sure it doesn't freeze in the pouch and then I can't have a brew. So when I've had my little bit of wine, it wasn't a full bottle, it was just some wine I put in a pouch. But when I've had this, I'll pour the wine in it. I'll be so lucky. The water in here, so if it freezes, at least I can still boil it. Right, see you in the morning. Good morning. Well, the wind really picked up last night and that wasn't forecast. It's a bit breezy now, so it just goes to show you take them weather forecasts as a guide and not as fact. So I brought my other tent, my 3-season one. I might have been a bit worried, but you're in the mountains, so bring a mountain tent, so to speak. I was warm enough last night, which was a surprise, but then again I slept in the down trousers and jacket, which that must have done the trick. A couple of hand warmers, which is still warm actually in my pocket somewhere. So yeah, it's only early. I'm aiming to get off very soon, probably for 7 o'clock. We'll get packed up. The tent's soaked, it was froze on the inside, but I've made a brew, so it's all wet now. Yeah. Oh, very slopey pitch. Ended up right over there this morning. Yeah, I'm probably not going to hang about long enough to do a sunrise. I'll probably be on my way down when the sun comes up. Yeah. Look, like I say, weather forecasts, they're a guide, and just be, you know, prepared for bad weather, basically, because it can change very quickly in the mountains. I wanted to be off for 7 o'clock. Boom. Leave no trace as usual. There we are, bit of flat grass. That's it. Bring you back in a minute. The ground is frozen solid. That wind is biting when it blows, really cold. I'm a little bit too soon, too early for the sunset. Sunrise. Sunrise. What have I learnt on this trip? I tend to learn something every time I come out, and I think weather forecasts, take them as a guide, definitely, not as facts. I mean, they said it was going to be -2 last night. It was -4, and the wind speeds were between 5 and 10 miles per hour. It was more than that during the night. Another thing is, I get to places too quick, too soon, so the trouble is with the Lake District, if you want to get parked up in places where you can leave a vehicle overnight, you've got to be there early, so yeah, I tend to get to places early. This bag feels so much lighter without the water in it. You wouldn't think 4 kilos would make such a massive difference, but it does. I would imagine this bag's about 10 or less, which is just ideal. If I can get to that with everything, perfect. In the summer I should be able to. Brilliant. So on the way down now, I'm going to do Sticks Pass back down to the car. It's nice and simple. So much easier walking without the snow. Sheffield Pike just behind me. I was there the other week in the clag and the mist on that video. Got the Alvellen ski lift there, and we're going to go down to this crossroads here and take a right turn down Sticks Pass back to the car. So if you stayed with me this long, thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next adventure. So cheers, catch you next time.